Alright guys, this might be the Marketback Walker game. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. We can definitely try to play as aggressively as possible. Do we already remove this? Well, no, because I played this land. I don't need to think about it anymore. And no, we won't play it for 0 mana. It doesn't seem to be a great idea. Alright, Challenger, that's probably our target. We need to take the damage. This will be very painful. Alright, I think we need to go for the 4. Man, this will be awkward, because we don't have white mana. Unless we play this. If we play Forest, we remove the Challenger, but then we... You know what? I think this is the best play. With the Gearhulks, we have all the value. We just need to make sure that this doesn't draw them any cards. And you know what? It's a 1-1. I believe in 1-1s that draw a card. Listen, it's great. It's great. It's the biggest Marketback Walker you've probably seen in this rotation. So good enough. Good enough. Terza. At least they are tapped fully. Like, this ramp from Elves is so massive, man. But we still need to, to roll with it. Do we want... We could try to go Gearhulk. Oh man, this is an awkward one. Maybe we draw something. I'll go for it. I think this is an okay play. We save 3 life, we draw a card. Whatever. Good enough. We didn't draw anything, unfortunately. Oh, this is bad because we don't have the right mana. Alright, we're entering the danger zone. This turn was not as I imagined. I hope that if we draw 2 cards, one of them will be something we can play. But didn't work like this. And they have another Challenger. Well, you know the drill. We'll try to go 1 by 1. Alright, we traded. That's something. Yep, we have to go like this. This would be rough, man. We missed 1 turn, and you usually cannot miss 1 turn. So we probably go for this guy. So we can remove 1 of the creatures at least. And what do we go for the next turn? Probably Simrip. Yeah, Simrip should be good enough. And that means on this turn at least we can get rid of 1 of the creatures, which is super important. And what the creature will be? Challenger can draw cards, this probably cannot. But this can be pumped nicely. I will go for it. Right, I mean we are making some real progress here. For 6 toughness, first strike, not something you can completely ignore. Oh yes, alright, this is better. But we still have a long way to go. We'll definitely play this. Maybe Zenith into Get Lost? This seems to be a really good play. They probably have a lot of burns, so we might still die, but I think this is the best play. And let's see if they try to protect. Do we go for tokens? I think we do, because we might be attacking with the Gearhulk and just chomping. Alright, nothing to chomp. That's better. And let's swing. We need to close this game before they can recover. I'm not sure if we'll be fast enough. I expect Boros Charm at the end step. We go to 4, and then Lightning Strike gets us to 1. Alright, a little bit better than I expected. So 1 spell doesn't kill us right now, and they don't have 5 mana for burst. Oh boy, this is so terrifying. When you miss 1 full turn, you are so low on the life total that suddenly everything kills you. But maybe? Okay, this is a nice land. We could go for the Llama. Not bad. Is that the best play? Is that the best play? It's a 3/3, right? Okay, so we go 2, 7, 11, 13, 16. It doesn't win, so we don't go for it probably. So we go for the Brightglass Gearhulk. Man, we will die on the next turn. I think that we might have the last turn here. So how can we do the most? I think we'll legit just go for the elves. And Pixie just in case. Alright, this should be good enough. So, let's go elves. We want to pump everything. This means that we deal the maximum damage on this turn. And listen, it has to do. It has to do. Oh boy, I'm getting some big spell into the face at the end of this turn. We can bounce this even with Pixie. Yeah, I mean, this is the best we can do on this turn. I think it's 14 damage. So let's swing. 3 blockers should be enough. They will probably burn us to 2. And I hope they don't have the last spell. Let's go Pixie. Just to make sure that, you know, like it's not like we need more value. This is all we need for this game. Alright. The Hour of Truth. Do you have 1 burn spell? In which case we win? Or you are good at magic and you have 2 of them, in which case you win. Let's see. What is the verdict? Okay. They can roll the dice to try to hit a spell? Oh boy. Okay, they cycle 2 cards. So 1 mana burn can be enough. But if they attack and they miss... Okay, let's see. Oh, that's not the card. I think we might win. I think we might win. This has first strike. I don't think we need to double block. We won this! I'll be honest, this could not be closer. Alright, we're going first. And this is the dream, because we can go elves into Zenith, and then we can hopefully double spell on something. The Gearhulk will be a little bit awkward, but oh man, this is actually so cool. Oh man, I have to nice this. Alright, enough about the land Sloth. White. Hopefully it works. Let's go Zenith. Like, we want to double spell on the same turn usually, but here, I mean, we can do other plays, especially if they play a creature. If they play Get Lost, we are not extremely happy about it, but at least we have Phoenix down. And now we can try to fish for lands, because we desperately need them. Okay, this is good, this is good. Okay, you know what, we can get it back then. Yeah, a little bit awkward, but, you know, we will take it. And we cannot attack with elves if we want to go for the play. So we will see. If we draw a land, we can even go Gearhulk into something, which is, of course, 2 spells. So our opponent will have tons of value on us, but hopefully we have the tempo. Because we need to kill them very, very quickly. If they play this, that means they have Fountain Port build. At least usually that's what it means. So they know the play. They can still kill... Oh, really? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Because I think this was not the best play of the year. Man, I was like, do they have Into the Floodmaw or something? Okay, so this is the moment that we need to make the play. We could get lost, and we don't have a great place on this turn. We desperately want to double spell. But we have no targets. And they have Sweeper on the next turn. Oh boy, what do we do? This is such an awkward turn against control. Against other decks it would be fine, but here we have literally 0 targets for anything. So I can waste 2 cards for 2 tokens? Alright. Alright, this is the worst play of my life. And we have no other plays. So, what do... I think this is kinda okay. We definitely go for Recruit. This is annoying as hell. Do we go Inspector that redraws the card? No, let's go for this one. If they tap, maybe we can punish it. 2 damage. And now they play a Sweeper, and we don't feel amazing. Having this tap land with Starting Town is kinda massive. Otherwise I would probably just play Reliquary. Or something for 1 mana, like we would go for Pixie, so I would play this, Pixie it, get it back, and we double trigger, and that's the perfect turn. But we had tap land, so we couldn't go for this play. If they don't have a sweeper, I think we're on to winning this game. And they still know about our cards. 6 mana. That's an interesting one. I think we swing and we see what happens. Probably nothing. And very likely they have a counter spell. If they go for the play, that's good for us. Alright. This is actually really good. Absolutely on top. This is the best card we have. And that means we can go for the Walker. It's a Daywalker. Alright, let's go for it. And when it dies, we are getting tons of cards, unless it gets exiled, ultimate, or you know, something like this. But now we are getting some really decent value. Bruh. We can do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see when they kill it. If we hit a non-land, we get more cards. I mean, this is good. Man, there is a chance we'll outvalue control with this. I believe every counter we put here is actually an extra card. So they're like, yeah, you pump it and then we kill it. But they don't realize that we'll draw so many cards after this. And we can still go for Recruit. Alright, they have a ton here. We could go Get Lost if they make a token. So I will just attack with Walker and see what happens. Denying them the cards is the most important part of the game right now. That... oh. We can just kill it ourselves then. And I think that's what we have to do. Let's see if they have to. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. And it seems they had the plan prepared. But there's no way they have the third way. So this will die and we are doing 6 cards. Right. Right? Alright. Oh, this is so good. Alright, we are getting the good stuff. We didn't play the land. Perfect. Alright, see? This is how we get value. Alright, so we go for Elves. And I think we go for Elves. Yeah, that seems to be a good plan. We don't want to waste any value. Like discarding those cards is pretty massive. And they have 3 mana for the fish. The Fish of Doom. Which is not great for us. Like, we really want to deny those cards and they can have some extra. Okay, so let's start with Zenith and see what we can get. They can play the well, something we need to be careful about. They can, of course, sacrifice the fish, you know, all those kind of things. And they can also counter a spell here, which opens another play. Okay, this is not the best what they have. And this one is white, so now they cannot counter spells. We know about it. They can only kill something. And we'll try to make those elves as huge as possible so we can close the game. I think we're in a good spot here, man. I think we can win this. But it won't be easy because they are taking 2 amazing cards from their deck. One of them, Sweeper. Second one, probably something that draws more cards. At least that's how you should draw in this kind of situation. So, this is probably the cheapest one. And we activate the map tokens. At least the ones that will stay after this play. So let's go. We want to cast the second spell, that's why we are doing it. We put counters, so we swing for most damage. Oh, they can go for the fish. Right, they still have 2 mana on this. So we do damage, but not much more. 5 cards, that's a lot. I honestly think we need to try to go for as much damage as possible here. This is getting a little bit rough. Not gonna lie. Graveyard shouldn't matter. I'm considering going for the Lantern. Pixie is not very good here. We absolutely need to deal as much damage as possible because we don't have much time. And soon it won't work anymore. They probably have a super. Alright, I will go with Lantern and we'll see. We get rid of, let's whale. Maybe they have something for it, probably not. Alright, this is an okay turn. We expect a sweeper, they will probably manage to deal with everything we have. But against control, it's so hard to get them if you don't have good early game. You basically need to play their own game and try to go above them. It seems they are trying to find a sweeper. It also feels they are playing Day of Judgment because they have double white here, and they didn't go for the kicker, so they want to cast something on 4 mana. On high level games, you can tell if they hit the card by how long they think. Like if they are searching for Day of Judgment and they instantly take the card, it's probably Day of Judgment, right? If they hesitate, there is huge chance it's a different card. This is some high level gameplay stuff. And on Arena it might be someone, alt-tapped or something, but they couldn't find a sweeper, and as you can see, we just managed to overrun them. And this was really close game, but I'm happy we won it. Yeah, this will... Bro, are you serious? Duress doesn't matter. Slasher Annex, we can work through them. Heist, devastating, because it can hit one of basically 2 cards we have in the whole hand. So this will take 50% of our value. Gearhulk is I think, the easiest choice. Unless they have another of Heist or something like this. So we could go Elves here, showing exactly what we have. I mean, let's go. We can still get lost, so that's something. But definitely Heist is probably the one card I absolutely hated to see on that turn. If they played Duress, that would be great for us. Alright, Slasher is a little bit better. So we have to go Gearhulk into 1-drop. We could actually go for the Reliquary and get rid of it. It's not a bad play, right? And we go Pixie for future... Okay, I'll take it. A little bit greedy. Oh man, this draw is actually massive. And we need to tap right, because we have only one land that produces both colors, and we need to make it work. Absolutely. Yes, please. Alright. Maybe we can go for something else. No. It has to be exiled. Right. So we have to go for this. They cannot remove it, and this card needs to be very, very good. Phoenix Man, I remember this card. 4 or less, this is so good. And we pay only 3. It's really tons of value. We can... Okay. I think we go for it, man. I think we go for it. We have Get Lost, so it should be good enough. So we play this, we sacrifice. And I mean, we are winning on the board right now. And Slasher, they hope that they will get 2 for 1. They got kinda 2 for 1, but Elves are not needed anymore. So it was closer to 1-1, alright? That's how I tell it myself. So this was actually a good turn and good play for us. Drawing this Gearhulk is massive, so I wasn't forced to go into this. But I still want to go into this. Because we have so many 1-drops that is... Every Gearhulk is basically 3 cards, so, who am I to say no to this value? And some aggro decks have so many cards that as a control I'm not drawing as many. So let's see what the play is. I think we can handle it. That's fine. Of course it's very, very painful, but it's doable. Whenever you cast... Okay, so they won't have a moment to go around it. That's massive. And we need to right now play this. If we play anything else, we might lose on the ability. Okay, and I mean, that's a board. And now Strategic Betrayal doesn't do anything. And I believe they had 2 mana. And this didn't die, which is 100% they have no instant removal for 2 mana. And this one is not an outlaw, so no Shoot the Sheriff as well. And Strategic Betrayal won't hit it because we have tokens, so there is a serious chance they cannot remove this creature. And now they cannot play Annex probably, because it's too slow, I think. I think we can, kill them faster. And we have Simrip from Gearhulk. Honestly, this is like super tutor with Gearhulk, because there are so many 1-drops that they kinda do every type of thing you want them. And you can even go Pixie and just get it back completely. So I think our opponent is in some serious troubles. Phoenix down? Do they have something like Spirit or Skeleton or Zombie? Oh my god, chill bro. I really want my stuff. I think they might have Annex and they're really trying to play around this Get Lost. I'm not super sure. But those are artifacts, so Get Lost actually cannot hit it. The only, type of card they cannot remove with this. And they literally gave up while stealing stuff. You know what? I'll take the win. Okay, so it's Gruul landfall. Okay, so maybe they just have one. Bro, more Zeniths than anything else. I see how it is. So on this turn it's fine. We removed their whole play and they're completely reset to 0. But the next turn, well, when you draw more Zeniths than lands, you are in for some trouble and a rough one. Yep, more 3-drops, thank you. So we are color screwed, mana screwed, and it's not looking great, but fortunately our opponent also just a classic arena game. Both of us trying to play a card and none of us can. Absolutely legit. I'll take it, I'll take it. With this we can start making some headway into the game. So, man, this is so fun. We are both trying to fix our mana. This is of course Tapland. So very likely they had a 3-drop and also couldn't play it. Alright, here's Bristibir. Not the biggest deal. Okay, now we can start playing stuff. Do we go with Sentinel? Probably yes, because this sets up the map for the next turn. We go Zenith, Reliquary, we make 2 tokens, and we can do it forever for the rest of the game. With the amount of Zeniths we have. Unfortunate that this is a tap land, but guys, I'm not brave enough to not take a land here. Tifa. Oh, it starts. The problem is that they might have, the Veil. And this is a Trampler with a counter already. Actually, 2 counters. On the bright side, we have stuff. We can use this to play another one. So this is actually decent. Okay, let's start with Zenith. Because, oh boy, we need so much stats in the board so we don't die. Let's go for this. If we attack with Sentinel, I mean, they can always double block. Maybe we could make this play, but I'm not a huge fan of it. First, let's just go with this. And I think we could put counter to attack here. Because they can pump by 1 and Veil, so this could be a 4-5 probably. Nah, I think we just make more. Like, we need to go white and then we go tall, That's how usually you do those things, but I'm not sure if we can survive. Like, whenever Tifa is on the board, unanswered, because she won't be, that's a scary stuff. We could go for Bristibir, but it's not great. We could sacrifice a creature. So if we target this, they will get 4 power in total, 5, and they still... I mean, we should be able to survive. I expect the Veil 100%. There's no way they don't have it. So, yep, here it is. But on the next turn, maybe we can get the thing. It means that we cannot attack with Sentinel, right? They can put the counter here and block. Yep. Alright, at least we can, chill with a little bit more creatures. The start of the game was so awkward. To be honest, for both of us, that we are in this weird spot where, we shouldn't be, and we are both here. So, they want to put the counters. Of course, this is the turn when they want to go absolutely all in. Hopefully they won't have another Fabled Passage, because that will be close to lethal. Oh, that's better. 32, huh? 32. Alright guys, this will be incredibly painful, but also incredibly strong. We'll see which one will be better or worse for us. So we are starting with Elves into 3-drop, which is the dream, but we actually don't have a normal mana source, so this might get rough. I kinda want to go for Sentinel. Yeah, let's go, because we desperately need to hit a land, and this map token should really help, especially that we are, it seems we are against Boros aggro, which will probably have tons of issues killing this, because it has, you know, 4 toughness, and I mean, we probably go with this. I need to play this, man. We need to go for the map token, so let's start here and see what we get. Okay, here's a land. It's tap land, but we'll take it. So that means we swing. Okay, I think I have this. So we swing here. We create more map tokens, which are super important. And we have to go for this Reliquary, getting rid of the Challenger. Don't forget we have the Gearhulk later to find more removal. Alright, listen, we got the board, and we can even play the Lantern if we want. I think we do. This will be easier to cycle, or maybe we can even, you know, later get the card or something. We'll see. Wait, what? Man, I literally just hands up, you know, on the head and just waiting for the play, and there's nothing. So we could go for a 4-drop, or bro. There's no way they will win through the Space Dragon. Let's go. Oh, I think we have game in our pocket right now. So basically on this turn it's not so bad, but on the next one, well, they better be winning the game, and they have Helixes, Lightning Strikes, Burst Lightnings, and probably none of them really matters. We even have Reliquary. We can use the Lantern as a sacrifice fodder. So yeah, they will try to block and they won't be able to. Bro, this was such a messy opening, but we got everything. So, oh my god, we'll go Zenith first. So look at this, we'll play this, remove whatever, let's go for the map because we can recreate it. Now we can pump every single creature, this will pump every single creature, and we are already hitting for lethal, I believe, and of course removing Nemesis. So that was a pretty good one. Alright guys, so I will be rambling a little bit because this deck got me excited. Not only because I know you enjoyed the previous Gearhulk deck, but also the Walker is a really fun addition that I never thought about, and you have seen it in the action that it actually did something. But most of all, this deck list was number 2 in the tournament. The number 1 was Vivi. And when I checked places 3 to 8, you know what they were? Mono red, every single one of them. So this was basically the only interesting deck in like top 8, and I have to say, like, this was the type of deck. If you remember the counter Celestia video with the dragons and Gearhulks, this is exactly type of deck I was trying to make, and I used Zeniths, I used Space Dragons and Gearhulks all in the same build. I couldn't really make it work, so I went into counters, and when I saw this deck list, it was like, alright, I'm snatching it because this is the answer. To be absolutely honest, I never used Elspeth, but it's probably a good, you know, late game as a one-off. But this is the way to, you know, get everything from this deck. It's super interesting that we basically don't play 2-drops, but with Elves it kinda makes sense, and with Gearhulks you have, you know, so many cards that you can just keep spamming and using every single point of mana. And yeah, with Sentinel you can also use those map tokens, so surprisingly you don't have issues, but probably I would never make a deck with no 2-drops basically. And with Zenith, of course, you want to multi-spell on the same turns. Inspector really helps with this, and we have tons of one-offs because you can search them with Gearhulk, of course. The mana was something I found a little bit messy. I wonder if you could improve it. I usually never use the prayer. I tried this card in many decks throughout the years, and I always basically use it as a tap land, you know? So maybe we could get more of those to fix the mana a little bit and surveil, because sometimes those early game draws can get us. But I really like the deck, I think it's very fun, and this is exactly what I tried to do now in a tournament version, so you also get the sideboard. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed, really appreciate all the comments in the last days on all the videos. Like, I'm happy that you are enjoying, you know, the Sephiroth deck, the weapons manufacturing, like all of those were so fun to make, and seeing you guys enjoy those videos, like actually makes me so happy. So if you left the comment, really thank you. You probably made my day. And yeah, this is something I know you enjoyed. This is the tournament version with everything I tried to do myself, so it just had to be showcased. I was so excited to play this deck. So guys, I hope it was fun. Thank you for, you know, all your support. Thank you for, you know, to all of our patrons for sticking with the channel and being an absolute bro for all this time. Really appreciate it, guys, and I hope you had fun. And yeah, I won't be rambling because I already said everything I had to say for today. Thank you for watching. You're awesome, and see you guys tomorrow.